Alright, another video of a video here. Wind was a mess yesterday.
So y'all can see I got my entrance reducers made. I got that one down to a 3" by 5/8 entrance, which will be fine on the way up.
Yeah, what I was saying is I got a 3" by 5/8 entrance right there, and that should be good until, I don't know, just about the start of the honey flow, and then I'll open that up to about halfway and then fully, say at the height of the honey flow in May, because that box will be half full of bees by then. You know, they need that much to be able to dry the honey and what have you. What I found in my 7-frame stacks, or even like a 5-frame nuke, like with the end right there, a 3" by 5/8 entrance on the top and on the bottom, even say a 7-framer stacked 7 supers high from, you know, the bottom, but they do fine like that during the honey flow. That's all the space entrance area they need. So it just makes them that much more efficient. Anyhow, let's see here. Back at it again. Actually, I'm going to try this. I'm going to just... Yeah. Let's see what kind of wind noise I was up against yesterday. So those slats for the inner cover can be a bit of a pain, but I don't know. It would almost be cool to take those and I don't know, maybe staple a piece of fabric across the top side of them to where you could actually roll them up. That's a thought. I know the crowd across the pond does all kind of stuff for inner covers. They lay a pillow on top of them and all kind of stuff. Any of that would work. It's a lot better than listening to wind in your ear, isn't it? So just move the other a little box out the way there. See where they're trying to go in where the old entrance is. It's amazing how they orient within an inch, just real close. You can daily move a hive just a few inches and keep from confusing them a whole lot, but after yesterday, I noticed even today some of them are still flying at the old entrance. It'll take them a while, and they got a decent memory too. It can be longer than the 3 days like you hear and read about. If they're pent up in the hive, that's 3 flying days usually, but if they're pent up in the hive, they can be in the hive a week. Like if you've got somewhere where you were feeding them, they'll remember where it was at. A little piece of pollen sub there. Protein, whatever you want to call it. I guess the proper term would be protein. That's what it is. There's that drone wax they've drawn since, what, 1st of February. No eggs in it yet. Not a bad little box of bees, considering what they've been through this winter. The cold, anyway. One of those frames had a nice little patch of drones on it too, just about capped. A little box in the backyard that had the drones so early. They actually controlled it. They tore the eggs out for about a week. They let her keep eggs in there, but they wouldn't let them hatch. And now they finally let them hatch, and they're raising them. So they were controlling their drone timing. I thought was pretty cool. There you have that one. So we got this little deal done. Got a little dose of Mega Bee on top of them. They're probably going to quit eating the mess, because since these field bees are confused, you can see how much pollen's coming in. Right much pollen, and you notice most of it's bird's eye speedwell pollen. About all of that is. Look. Yeah. So that tells you just how much those little itty bitty blue flowers that you just completely ignore. Just how much they yield. How much they benefit a honeybee, particularly this time of year. Because they got to have something to raise babies with and build up on now. There it is. So those will get straightened out before long. You notice the behavior of some of the field bees dazing off fanning. Even with pollen baskets, you see. Even the ones coming in, see the pollen? They're standing there fanning to tell all the other ones, look, our door has moved. See that? Fantastic little creatures. Check out the pollen coming in. Flat raising babies. Alright, let's look at this other one before I bore y'all to death. This other one done. Yeah. Alright, that's that on the long hives. Now let's see how they do this year.